LOP in the building. My life been a movie, I should've filmed it. Nicely with the pen game. Pops taught me the spit game. Get your cameras ready, we heavy catch when I'm in frame. Product, opinionated, but I'm coming through smooth with it. I be kicking facts, you could Google it. Run a block to the booth, hear the truth, just another lane lock. I'm a Crown Heights legend, still repping the same block. Whoa.
You are now listening to the Life of Produk Podcast.
Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product from the Life of Product Podcast. This is episode 29. You guys are now locked in. You guys rocked out with me for episode 28, and I really appreciate that. Episode 28, as always, from the previous episodes, got really good feedback, man. And you know what's crazy? I actually went back and I listened to episode 28 myself about 3 times, because every time I listened to it, I imagined it was me in the audience looking at myself on the stage while I was talking. And I actually learned from a few things from that. And I actually took things myself from listening to me talking. I know that sounds kind of cocky, but for those of you who actually really tapped in with me, y'all get it. Y'all totally get this shit. But this is episode 29. I'm not focused too much on the last shit. You know what I'm saying? We almost at 30. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking podcast is grown. Like, this shit is grown. Like, we about to hit our 30s and shit. Shit, who the dog is, B. Yo, today's episode is called Motivational Re-Up. Motivational Re-Up. That's some real ass shit. And I really want y'all to listen to me. Motivational Re-Up. The ultimate goal is to not lose your motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate goal, but sometimes shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need an emotional, motivational re-up. Where do you find it? I mean, and I'm asking myself this because later on in the show, I'm actually going to answer that question. Where do you find it? Where does the energy come from? Like, we get so fucking overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Once you find it, will it be 100%? Will that shit be 100%? And I'm telling y'all, for me, every time I lost my motivation and I had to re-up on that shit, I was back 100%. Dead ass. And I'm not bullshitting. But the thing is, some people have to be backed into a corner. They have to, life has to push them back into the corner. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's the whole back against the ropes complex. You know what I'm saying? That whole concept is real. You gotta fight your way out of that shit. You gotta slug that shit out. You gotta fucking Mayweather this shit. You gotta shoulder roll this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not easy. Considering the circumstances, it's not easy. There's so many circumstances that can cause you to lose your motivation. And I'm speaking from experience. We have financial shit happen. We have family shit. We are in a fucking pandemic. You know what I'm saying? This pandemic shit is real. You imagine you're in a corner and life is beating the shit out of you financially. You know what I'm saying? You about to get evicted. I have gotten eviction notices in the past. That shit is not fucking fun, dog. That shit is, yo. You know what I'm saying? I remember going through that shit, having to go to fucking civil court, fight a landlord that shitted on me. You know what I'm saying? We had an agreement. I tried to get the agreement put on paper. He didn't want to do it. He was like, nah, you good. Fucked me over. You know what I'm saying? And it put a dent in my money. I was actually, at the time, I had a lot of bread saved up. And I was planning within 6 months to buy a house. And it set me back really bad. And my motivation was gone. My shit was gone, yo. It was fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And, going to court, the shit was serious. I had to represent myself in court. Good thing is I got a lot of street smarts, and I went to college. I know a thing or two about business, and I know a thing or two about talking and getting shit done. And like I said, sometimes life has to put you in the corner. Life has to push you in the corner. You have to fight your way out. And I went before the judge and I did my thing. I kind of rope-a-doped the fucking, he had a lawyer. I had to rope-a-dope his lawyer to get the shit pushed to another court date. We had to go back to court about a month later, and I came in that motherfucker prepared for 30 days straight. All I did was think this shit out. Like I said, life will put you in the corner and you have to fight your way out. And when you fight your way out, you better slug it. You better swing like your life is dependent on it. Because life is going to bring some cousins in. They're going to fucking jump you. But, I did my thing, but it really put a dent in my money. It put a huge dent in my money from him going back on our agreement. And I got fucked. But you know what happened? I did what I had to do. And I actually, God is good. I'm a firm believer in God. I pray a lot. I've told y'all this in previous episodes of the show. By me doing what I got to do and staying faithful and praying through the whole thing, I was placed in a better way better living situation within 90 days. Literally within 90 days. You know what I'm saying? It was hard getting there. The move was hard. It took a toll on me financially, a huge toll on me financially. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all because I like keeping it real with y'all on this fucking show, right? From the court shit to the moving shit, it cost me over 10 grand. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It cost me over 10 fucking grand. That and the money I had coming in about 30 to 45 days after that whole court and moving shit, that was my house money. Yeah, it was my house money. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Yo. Oh man, it took everything in me not to go fade that landlord and fuck him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy and I'm proud of myself to the man I've become, opposed to my Crown Heights days. You know what I'm saying? Because so would have caught a two-piece. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm super sweet second son. I got hands beat. Don't fuck with the kid. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talk. We keep it a positive. We talk about motivational re-up. You know what I'm saying? But there are many fucking things that can cause you to need a motivational re-up, right? Imagine you're married, right? And it goes bad. Imagine this shit goes really, really fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? So we don't women bash on this show. I'm gonna speak from the man's perspective today. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of my audience are men. Yo, real talk, yo. Shouts out to Puerto Rico. Shouts out to my homies in San Juan. 12 to 15% of my listenership is from San Juan, Puerto Rico. I fucking love y'all. Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down for the kid. All right, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the dudes, and I'm talking from a male's perspective because I am a male, and a lot of my listenership are men, but I don't shit on women on the show. So imagine you're married. You guys aren't married long. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple years. It was bullshit couple years. Y'all have a kid together. All right, married couples have kids. Shit goes bad. It goes really, really fucking bad. Now, from the man's perspective, imagine you marry this beautiful woman. She's unbelievably difficult. And everything goes bad. You guys merge the family. Her kids aren't happy. His kids aren't happy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to throw all these dilemmas in it because I'm going to show you how this can really break people down and they have to re-up on their motivation in life. Imagine everything goes bad. She's unbelievably difficult. Imagine the man is arrested, didn't hit her. All this shit happens. He decides to separate from her. He makes a very hard decision. Now, not only is he separating from the woman that he loves, he's separating from his child as well. He's separating from her children. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom, the financial shit comes in. Now I'm saying, because you down, y'all knew the fucking shit was coming. Should have had a drum roll for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add that later, maybe. But now the financial shit comes in. Now the man is on child support. He's fighting a divorce because and I'm gonna say this shit. Courts in America don't love men. They have no love for men. They have no love for black men. They have no love for Hispanic men in the courts of America. I fucking said it. You know why? Because I've been a black man in the courts of America. I got a lot of homies from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and they've been through some shit in the courts of America. Y'all don't fucking love us. They only show love to the other side. I'm gonna say that shit. Yeah, I said it. Now he's fucked up financially. You know what I'm saying? It's taking a toll on him. Now, but not only is he fucked, she's fucked as well because now she's a single parent. Oh, she's a single parent again. Was it fucking worth it? You know what I'm saying? Now you have to find your motivational level. I got a homie, right? And I want to rest in peace to him. My homie, Derek Allen, he passed away a few years ago. He was a good friend and he was a coworker of mine. We had worked together for years, right? Very, very good dude. I seeing him bad, I never really took it serious because I always saw him happy. You know what I'm saying? So when I would see him bad, I was like, this guy's really mad. Like one of those jokes. But he was a really good dude. May he rest in peace. He passed away a few years ago. Me and him used to have really in-depth talks about life, about all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Things didn't happen. Things didn't work out with, his first, I guess, wife or his first kid's mother. And he was a little older than me, like a little over 10 years older than me. Things didn't work out with her. He had got remarried, loved his wife very much. I think she had a daughter as well. He was a stepfather, loved his family very, very fucking much, very family-oriented man. And he lost his life, unfortunately. And I remember he used to always say to me, yo, because, y'all know I was making music for years. He would always say to me, yo, son, when you get on, I just want to be the driver. You know what I'm saying? He used to be like, yo, listen, man, put me in the Maybach. Let me drive you around the city. Let's get it. That was a joke, man. He was very supportive of my career and just supportive of me as a person, man, and a human being. You know what I mean? We was both from Brooklyn. We had that connection. The last conversation that me and this man had, like I said, he was a little older than me. The last conversation that me and this, like, real in-depth conversation that we had, like, I seen him a few times, twice before he passed away, but it was short convo. Yo, what's up? How you feeling today? It wasn't nothing in-depth, but the last in-depth conversation that me and Derek had, he told me that his daughter had just turned 18 and he was no longer on child support. He was very happy. And I remember him specifically telling me, yo, I'm still young. I'm going to get this money. I'm going to work these doubles. I'm going to get this bread. I could live comfortably now. They were taking a lot of money from him. He was making a lot of money. He was busting his ass. He was in the hole for 18 fucking years. Imagine you're in the hole for all these years. You're in the hole financially for child support, and then you die right after it. There's no joke about that shit. There is no pun at the end of that shit. That shit is tragic. You know what I'm saying? I feel like life has a very horrible sense of humor when it comes to certain things. We don't know when our time is gonna come, but his death anniversary was I believe this week. You know what I'm saying? And or recently or something like that. And I quite often think about him because he was a really good friend of mine. So I hate that once he was at that point, he didn't get a chance to really live and fulfill the things that he wanted to do financially. Yeah, it's the boy Product. We got to pay these bills real quick. Shouts out to Anchor. We will be right back with the Life of Product Podcast. Yeah, what up, man? It's the boy Product. We're now back with the Life of Product Podcast. Yo, shouts out to Anchor, man, sponsoring the show. Shouts out to Anchor for distributing the show. Yo, shouts out to View Fashion. They actually sponsored episode 28, man. Check them out online. www.shopviewfashion.com, man. They sponsored the show. They love the kid. They fucking with the kid, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Today's episode, we are talking about motivational re-ups. How do you re-up on the motivation after you lose it? It's not easy. This shit ain't easy for the average person. You got to be built for this shit. You got to have a certain set of charisma to get that shit back. And I've told y'all before, for certain things, you got to activate your cocky side. So I asked y'all earlier in the show, where do you find it and can it be 100%? And I told y'all, for me, once I get it back, it is 100%. For me, it comes from anger. Now, don't sit here and label me as the angry black man. I've been labeled as the angry black man. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all, because at the end of the day, that's a fucked up term. And it's a term that shouldn't apply to us, because all men get angry. I don't care what nationality you are. I don't care what skin color you are. I don't care what fucking country you come from. I don't care what language you speak. All men get angry at a certain point in life. That way, men, that's what the fuck we do. I don't care if you gay, straight, whatever, non-binary, you're gonna get fucking mad. It is what it is. But me, my motivational level comes from anger. Once my motivation drops and once I realize I need to get myself out of that slump, I get angry as shit and I work my way through it. My anger tends to fuel my work ethic. Now, I believe I told y'all that part on a show a while back, but my anger tends to fuel my work ethic. Once I get angry, everything gets done. I'm giving shit 120%, because that's just how I am. That's how I am. I was raised to put 110% into everything. I was raised to give anything that you do, give it your all. You could be raised all day like that, but if it wasn't properly instilled in you, and if you didn't learn it, if you didn't gravitate towards it, if you didn't show the effort and initiative to gravitate towards it, you're not gonna get it. You are not gonna learn it. It's not gonna sit right with you. It's gonna bother you when it's time to actually do it. Motherfuckers is lazy out here. They are, and I don't like calling people lazy, but some people are lazy. But my motivational re-up kicks in when I get fucking angry. I emotionally turn into the Hulk. I mentally turn into the Hulk. The only thing you ain't seen me doing is turning green out this motherfucker. Because once I get mad, I'm in beast mode. I'm in beast mode. But that's what works for me. That shit is not gonna work for everybody. It might not work for you. some people try to think positive through everything. And I get it. But let's be fucking realistic, right? I'm all for positive thinking. I'm all for it. I try to think positive. I try to do one thing a day that makes me happy in a positive way. Do it so that way I can carry that on. And I try to do it early in the day. So by the end of the day, it's still in me. But let's keep it fucking real. Life ain't all flowers, dog. It ain't. Life ain't all fucking flowers. I get it. Let me ask you this, right? If a person does some shit to you, they take money from you, they scam you, they take your woman, they cause you to somehow be in a hole or be fucked up. How positive are you gonna think through that shit? You know what I'm saying? And I be wanting to ask people this because especially like all the life coaches out here, all the quote unquote gurus, I get the whole positive thinking shit. Trust me, I get it. But on a realistic scale, are you gonna be this positive individual every day? You don't get mad. You don't. And people always try to say, stop talking negative, stop thinking negative. People confuse negativity with being realistic. There's a thin line between negativity and realism. A thin fucking line between that shit. Because some of us are realists out here. Some of us have accepted the fact that people and certain things in life is just fucked up. And it's not gonna change. Now, I'm not gonna sit and cry about this shit all day. I'm still gonna function and move the fuck around it and do what I gotta do. But I'm gonna realistically do what I gotta do. I'm going to realistically do what I got to do. And a lot of y'all don't understand that shit. A lot of y'all just sitting, oh, peaches and cream, positive thinking, bomb, bomb, bomb. Today's going to be a great day. No, the fuck is not. It's thunderstorming outside. You're going to be late for work. You're going to have coworkers front on you. You're going to have people boom, boom, boom. Not every day is going to be a great day. And I might sound like a Scrooge. I might sound like a grumpy, angry, quote unquote, black man, but I am a fucking realist. But just because I'm a realist, it doesn't mean I'm going to be this horrible fucking person. Nah, see, the thing is, you got to give it to people straight. Giving it to people straight can reset their whole motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to, if I have to give it to a person straight, like I got a lot of friends, I have a lot of random people that come up to me for advice. I've had people in the city I'm in now in North Carolina say things to me like, oh, your product from that podcast, your voice sounds familiar, boom, boom. Then they want to sit and talk about life with me and shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? Am I fucking getting paid for giving you this advice? But I still do it because I'm that real of a dude. If I'm so real of a dude, if I'm not in a hurry and we could be in fucking Walmart parking lot. If I'm not in a hurry and I'm just bong, 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 I'm putting my shit in and you come, yo, product, what up? Yeah, and I've had shit like this happen to me. I was at a parking lot one day. This dude comes up to me, yo, what? I love the podcast. I love the episode. I think he said episode 10. I can't even fucking remember what I talked about in episode 10. We about to be 30 deep, dog. But shouts out to him for fucking with episode 10. He was like, yeah, and then he segued into some shit about his life. And after he sat for like 2-3 minutes telling me about it, he puts his hand on his hip and goes, yeah, so I'm like, oh, so you want advice? Boom, I would do this way. I would do this that way. And we end up having like not too long, but somewhat of a quick convo. And I'm hoping that man walked away with that shit and it helped him. You know what I'm saying? So I try to give it to people real. See, one thing about me, I'm not going to dance around this shit. I am not. Especially if I love you and I fucks with you, I'm going to give it to you straight. And I want you to do the same thing for me. But the thing is, we have to be willing to listen. If I'm going to give you a 10-minute lecture on how you're fucking up, I'm giving you that 10-minute lecture to reset your motivation so your motivation can re-up. You understand what I'm saying? I'm the fucking inspiration dealer, dog. That's why you coming to me. You're coming to me for a re-up. You're coming to me for a life re-up. You're coming to me to make your shit better. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking Wesley Snipes in New Jack City out in this motherfucker. No Nino on deck, just all me. Come to the inspiration dealer. Come get this motivational re-up, but be prepared to hear some shit you don't want to hear. Be prepared to hear some shit that you cannot handle. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to help you. Like I told y'all, my anger is what fuels my motivation. I'm going to help you find what fuels your motherfucking motivation. Your motivation might be your children. I think if you're a parent, your children should be one of your top levels of motivation. It should be your priority, your motivation, your first thought, your last thought, all of that. It should. And I know a lot of people whose children are their motivation. I've known people who were just very laid back and nonchalant. And once they had kids, they were a whole different person. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to y'all. I salute y'all, especially the men out here that are grinding hard and taking care of their kids. To the men out here that are going hard for their children, I salute y'all. I got a cousin that does doubles every fucking day at the airport to provide for his daughter, who looks just like him. Yo, shouts out to him and shouts out to the other fathers. Y'all are motivating me, yo. Y'all are motivating me. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that grind when you are able-bodied and you have children, do for them, because they will one day possibly be doing for you. You might be old and wrinkled and shit, sitting on the couch like, oh, I can't get up my back. Kids are going to do whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? It's an investment, but your kids should be your motivation. Everybody's different. Some people thrive off of the motivation of doing better than others, which I get it, but I'm more of a compete with myself type of person, but I'm not knocking y'all. Knocking y'all is some shit I'm not going to do. I never will do. But yeah, man, find your motivational level. I can help you find your motivational level. We're gonna get through this shit together. We might have a heated debate. We might have words. We might curse at each other for 5-10 minutes straight, but we're gonna get back on track. We're gonna get back on that path to help you get where you need to be at. Yeah, it's your boy Product. This was episode 29 of the Life of Product Podcast. Motivational Re-Up. Talk to your fucking boy.